Okay, so I've got the axle turned upside down at the minute here, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting off the shock mounts because they're on the wrong side of the axle. They need to be removed. I've got new ones to put on it anyway. And so if you look, I'm starting to cut them off, but what's also on this particular axle is on this side is a little bracket. It's a little hard to see with the backlighting here, but there's a bracket there we go, that holds the brake line in place. It's the brake mount. So there's really no reason to remove that. It's going to be outside the spring perch. It's going to be out of the way. So I'm just going to leave it on. And so what I'm doing here is I'm cutting these at an angle so that I can leave this little bracket on but remove this big honking spring perch here. And you can see that I've got the cut made partway through from this side. Now I'm going to go around the other side and finish cutting it. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set you up on a stand, and hopefully you'll be able to see more or less exactly what I'm doing. Let me get that set up there. There we go. And I'm going to go at that with my trusty grinder, and we're going to get this knocked out. One thing you want to be really mindful of when you're doing anything like this, when you're cutting anything, is watch where the axle tube is. We don't want to be cutting into that tube because we're going to lose strength. So we always want to make sure we're keeping the tube intact. Also, I would encourage you to move around. When you make a couple cuts or when you make a couple welds in one place, move somewhere else, because you don't want to warp your axle tube. It doesn't take a whole lot to do that. And there are a lot of companies who will double check them and straighten them out for you. They've got the machines to be able to do that for you if you don't feel like doing it yourself. Of course, it's never a bad idea to check it and have it professionally checked. But on the other hand, if you really don't trust yourself, leave this to somebody who's maybe a little more proficient than yourself. So you can see though, here I'm at where I need to make that little cut right there, and try and set you up a little closer here so you can see what's going on. There we go. That, my friends, is a broken cutoff wheel. That's why you always want to wear safety glasses. There we go. We'll do the same thing on this side. And that is that. Now I'll just do a little cleanup with a grinder and we'll be ready to rock.